Okay, welcome back, everybody, to another edition of the Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer League. We got an early Week 3 matchup in the Kingslayer division due to the holiday coming up this week. We got four of our best racers going at it. I'm joined again by Stewie Cartman. How's it going this evening?
Doing good.
All right, so we got a lot to go over with Week 3 flags because I have dubbed Week 3 as Mystery Flags Week because there are a lot of maybes, no Kaizo stuff yet, but
Thank God.
essentially I'll go over what the confirms are. So all the stages will be shuffled, the lost levels will be in there, all the world, like in the location, like in the worlds, everything will be shuffled, the pipes, like nothing will be vanilla. The auto scrollers are gone, thank goodness. Frog friendly will be on just to prevent any sort of crazy unforeseen thing happening. The enemies will be randomized, the hitboxes are adjusted. There's no endgame or warp whistles, but the anchor will absolutely be random still. There's no clip, or you can clip. Everything else is a maybe. So the fortresses may or may not be shuffled or in their locations. The airships, the castles, the Hammer Brothers, the World Order, the World 1 Rock might be breakable. There might be a fast end level card. We might see level panels again, which means if there's level panels, you can tell which world is going to have an extra fort or not based on the 10 panel. And if the panels are active, that means there will be 3 hand stages in World 8. Yeah, the other stuff like the Hammer Brothers, Sun Start Sooner, Fast Boss Bass, Random Boom Boom HP, Random Vanilla Pre-Bowser Room, Smart Lakitu, items, hammers breaking locks, starting with power-ups, Toad Houses staying, shuffling the Toad Houses, the Japanese damage system might be on, the easy power-up system might be on, one-ups might be poison shrooms, you might be able to skip the wand cutscene, so there's a lot of maybes that we're going to have to try to decipher in this Week 3 matchup. Is there anything in particular that you would like to see on, Stewie?
Probably J damage system, because it'd be interesting to see people try and do some damage boost strats and then find out the hard way you can't always do them.
Yeah, J damage system is not very fun if you're a runner, just because you go to small from having power-ups. But other than that, I like to see the Smart Lakitu. It's interesting. That sort of changes up some of the levels. We also have 2 seeds tonight. There's Seed 1 and Seed 2. Seed 2 is exactly the same as Seed 1, except during Seed 2, you're not going to be able to see the fort. It's going to be a question mark panel as well. So that turns it into a little bit of a level hunt, which means you're probably going to take a lot of deaths trying to find the castle. So it's important to try to sort of farm one-ups early, I think. And if the fast end level card is on, that makes it kind of difficult. So there can be some pretty challenging flag sets, and it looks like okay, so we're going on TEEX's side.
One other fun little tidbit about the J damage system. If you have power-ups and you get damaged while you're in the Karibo shoe, you lose both the Karibo shoe and your power-ups, so that's a massive penalty right there.
Yep, that's a good point. Unless you're going into a water level, it makes Frog basically useless as well. Because, I mean, we usually use Frog just to damage boost, and if you're going down small, then it's not really...
Yeah. It looks like, based on how 6-3 was panned out, it looks like Frog Friendly is... Oh yeah, you said Frog Friendly is permanent on.
It's always on.
And J damage system is on, as we saw on TEEX's side.
Alright.
That's important to keep in mind.
Yep. So Dust took an early death. He jumped right into an enemy. It looks like they are not starting with power-ups, but they start with 10 lives, which is not bad. It sort of takes the game over strategy out of it, though. The easy power-up system is on, so at least with J damage, it's nice to have the easy power-up system on, because you can power up right away without having to get 2 of them.
Yep.
And the runners, I'm sure, are happy to see the coin ship auto-scroller is off. MaCobra checking the pipe to see what the best, and it wouldn't have mattered which pipe he took.
Yeah, it seems like a wash either way, so...
Yep, TEEX did the same.
Yeah, and I noticed TEEX fought one of the ground bros and he got a P-Wing. And it looks like he's fighting the other one and he's getting a Tozzle Star.
Alright. So MaCobra skipped both the ground bros, I believe. He got...
I think he did.
Yeah. I think he got a music box or a P-Wing from the...
And I think someone fought the Sky Bro, and I think that was its... It was its vanilla... Yeah, it is. So...
Star, that's what it... Or, no.
So the items from the Hammer Bros, from the looks of it, are vanilla, but I can't really tell.
Alright. Well, if that's the case, then we got hammers in what? World 2 and 6?
3 and 6.
Yeah.
And then you got clouds in... Let's see... 4 and 6, I think. And it looks like
there's
power-ups is on.
Yep. Alright, so MaCobra's out of what is that wall clip level? 6-9?
6-9, yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's in the lead. Oh, JonnyLink's very slightly in the lead.
Yep, if the runners are have a keen eye and they've been able to pay attention to the power-ups they've received, they can definitely, only play the bros that they want, which is nice, having that vanilla knowledge. Maybe that's why MaCobra decided to skip the bros.
I think we'll see that from TEEX as well. As a very, very knowledgeable vanilla runner. Are you a Dragoon? Oh, very nice fire kill from TEEX. See if the wand skips the cutscene, and it does. Alright.
Alright, so we're back to jumping for the wand. It's also important to note that Vanilla World Order is not on. Did we see any forts in World 5?
Just the one that was forced at the beginning.
Okay. And that was a World 6 fort, so unless World 6 has less forts, then I don't think Vanilla Forts is on.
I don't think so either.
MaCobra's going to try to skip this fort right here. Good play, because you can pretty much play either one.
Bad level, though.
Yeah. This is a, what, 3.5 beta, I think or
A 5.3.
5.3 beta, yeah. And
easily
that's why
the worst one, in my opinion.
Yep, right there. That's why I take the bottom route more often than not, because that enemy goes, yep.
Same thing on JonnyLink's side.
TEEX has fire, taking it a little slower, so he should be okay.
Yep.
I think he wanted to go under that pipe, but it actually helped him missing it.
Yeah, this level scares me every time. Yeah, I don't care how good of a runner you are with no power-ups, it makes it very, very difficult.
Yeah.
And we already see the old valid fort. Whoa! How did Johnny not get hit there? Did Johnny not get hit out there? Get out.
B, there is a standings spreadsheet in the Discord under the league standings. I'm not able to get that right now, but can post the scores at the end of the race. It's only going to be half of Kingslayer that will have their scores for week 3 after this one. Like I said, they scheduled it a little early due to the holiday. I think we're still working on ours, but shooting for Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah.
Alright, so, of course, playing that fort, you gotta go the long way.
And I'm just noticing, too, from TEEX's side, the World 2 through 4 rocks are not disappearing, so...
Yep, so no free item from the Secret Bro.
That is unless you want to invest your hammer here.
Yeah.
Which... Actually, no, it would be interesting to see what that item is then, since it's not a whistle.
Right. Probably a star.
Yeah, that would make sense.
There's the cheap for Dust. Will he get bloopered here? Goes there every time. Yep. Every time it spawns there, it goes there every single time.
Yep.
So frustrating. I'm expecting to see the tilt, Dust tilt little thing any second now.
Oh, these fire bros. Oh my gosh. It's like jumping like right when JonnyLink is.
Hopefully it doesn't go right into him or he's going to be stuck in it. Good.
Okay, there. Good. Get it. Oh, the anchor's a star. I missed that.
Yep, Dust used that for the 5.3 beta as well. Looks like TEEX has jumped out to a slight lead over MaCobra after he has to play this Hammer Brother. Alright, so that's a hammer, so I'm leaning to believe that the...
I'm pretty sure vanilla items when the bros is on.
Yeah. So, pretty sure everybody will probably play those, so everybody should have a hammer.
If it is indeed vanilla items, then this gives TEEX and MaCobra a little bit more of an advantage as vanilla runners.
Mm-hmm.
Because they will know which bros to get.
Yeah, I'm really bad with some of that. All I know is there's a hammer in 2 and 6, and a cloud in 4. Alright, so...
that damage boost, I gotta be careful with that. Yep, and TEEX solves a leaf and he just nopes out and just would rather go small.
Yeah. Keep that speed up, I guess.
Yeah.
Alright, so World 6, it looks like the first level is 4-3. Yep. MaCobra's entering now, so he's about 3/4 of a stage behind TEEX. Dust is probably an airship behind Johnny.
Yep. And
well,
there's
yep.
the World 6 hammer.
Yep, World 6 hammer. So he's got 2, so if World 3 shows up and it's really bad, potentially not a bad place to use it, but if there's only, 2 or 3 hammers that you know in the whole seed, I don't know. We'll have to see what the layout looks like.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see where those get used. And then especially like where these pipes are in World 6, right now they don't look the most friendly, so
no.
This could be
well,
maybe not.
One's gonna go somewhere.
And that fort looked like a dud on TEEX's side, so
and you're gonna have to use your hammer to do it, which MaCobra is, so he is going to be slightly ahead of TEEX at the moment. And
not quite a freebie. Okay.
Alright, so this should either you know, give him the answer, or
Well,
you know, it'll lead him to the other fort's right there. So not a
yeah.
bad World 6, all things considered.
No, this easily could have been a lot worse.
This fort kind of stinks with JP damage because you almost always take a hit at the end. And it's just like you go in with fire and it just sucks.
There's like, yep, right there. It just seems to always work out. There's an enemy that's perfectly in your way.
Oh, well, at least they get the fire flower back.
Very nice.
Oh, it's frog friendly, that's right.
Yep.
I always forget that, so you don't even have to wait at the end. You can just blast through to the end, which is nice.
Also, one fun little tidbit there for that fort. In that room just before on the Boom Boom room, if there's anyone who wants to be cute and try and clip there, don't. It goes nowhere.
Alright, so it looks like MaCobra is just barely ahead of TEEX now, and Dust is about to find 8 fort.
Yeah.
After checking this pipe, so he's about pretty long fort behind Johnny at the moment. But anything can certainly happen with the JP damage. You find a really crappy level and you only get 2 hits. It's
not a good time.
Yeah. I almost prefer one-hit KO personally, just because, like, then I know I can't get hit, period. Like with big damage system, a lot of time it's like I'll forget, so I'll go to damage boost and then lose my power up, and then it's like, oh, well, shoot. Or I'll just like...
Well, not only that, but like you instinctively go fast and then you get hit, and then you start having to play a little bit more conservatively.
Right.
Piercing, the spikes normally are lower in that fort, but there is a flag that we use for this week to prevent potential soft locks called frog friendly. So it makes it so any fortress or any level that normally cannot be completed as Small Mario or as Frog Mario beatable. So like right there in the fort that JonnyLink is in, that's normally a 1-tile gap. But there it's possible to get through a smaller Frog Mario. And a free World 7, it looks like.
Oh.
Interesting.
MaCobra and TEEX are like synced almost.
It's not removed. What's going to happen in Fort Knox is there's going to be a pipe added to where it's normally not.
It's really low, so you can just jump into it. So
yeah,
having a power-up going into Fort Knox is not helpful at all. Well, I mean, besides getting through the Boom Boom fight, it's not required at all.
Right. And TEEX now with a very slight lead over MaCobra, but it looks like he's going for the fire kill, and he got it.
Yep. Saves a little bit. Uh-oh.
Oh, boy. That could have been bad.
Yep. Johnny took a death in, what is this, 2-4? I noticed. So that gives Dust a little bit of time back. We should also mention, which we didn't in the intro, that this is a team event. It is Team Left, MaCobra versus Dustminion versus TEEX and JonnyLink. The winner is the average time between the two of them. And the point system, if your team wins, you get 11. And the second place gets 6, and then you also get points individually. First place gets 5, second gets 3, third gets 2, and fourth gets 1.
I noticed TEEX skipped the 1-3 item, and MaCobra's playing it, so...
Yeah, I don't think this is included in... Okay.
Music box.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is not going to be, you know, a vanilla item, so... I'd probably check it as well.
Yeah. There was talks of allowing the teammates to communicate, but we ultimately decided against it.
Yeah, it was basically because in the finals you're gonna play with every person once, and I don't really feel like somebody should have to like necessarily sacrifice giving up information when like a win is on the line. So and there's some concern for some potty talk on the
Yeah.
friendly site, which I think we'd be okay with that. But yeah, we just decided not to do it. We'll do communication when everybody has a partner that they keep for the entire season, because right now you play with a new person every week.
Yep.
All right, let's give TEEX the audio now since he's a little bit ahead.
Like worlds 3 and 4 left.
Yep. Hammer's not usually very good in 4.
I've never seen a hammer useful in 4.
I've had maybe one seed ever where hammer in 4 was like the best hammer in the seed. This could just be free right here. I mean, this goes to the end.
Oh my. Wow.
That's like vanilla how the randomizer used to be when the landscapes were vanilla. You check the first pipe, took you to the end. We used to call it world free. Yeah. That's exactly what world free is. MaCobra's everybody's gonna do this.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely the best play.
Everybody should have a hammer here.
Have we seen World 1?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, that was the one they were just in, I think.
Okay, because I was gonna say, the World 1 rock might be breakable.
1F. Just based on logic, it would seem like it.
Could be.
Oh,
Johnny. It's 3 hits. The world
dust forgetting.
The World 1 rock might be breakable under these flags. That's why I asked, but because of that lock location, none of them are gonna.
Oh, I was gonna say I saw people think about breaking that rock, and then they saw that lock there at the end, and they backed off.
Yeah, they would have saved like 1 level, which you can skip all of World 3. That's just not even close to being worth it.
No. And now we got Krista's favorite level in the entire game right here.
My favorite fort in the game, not my favorite level, but
it's the best fort when you have a fire flower or a hammer suit.
I like doing it with tail personally. But I'm a little special with the tail wax, so at times.
I mean, it's amazing when it works.
That was not the answer, and here we're going to see why Fort Knox is not that big of a deal, whether you have a tail or not.
Yep.
You can beat it small. It's a really fast seed. We're going to need you to...
If that coin ship comes back for TEEX, I would go ahead and play it, because that's a cloud.
Yeah. Good call. Just gotta be... Oh, it didn't even move.
Yep. Oh, I think he used the music box to keep it in place.
Oh,
so that a very smart move.
So that is not a thing this week. That's a Mac Patcher feature.
Oh, I thought... Wait. I think in the vanilla game, even if that happens normally, like if you use a cloud on a
music box?
Yeah, if you use a music box, then it keeps the coin ships in place.
Huh. Didn't know that. MaCobra is showing that Fort Knox is beatable with the frog suit.
Yep.
So TEEX is about to be out of World 7 in like 21 minutes and 10 seconds, which is ridiculous. Ridiculously fast for this flag set. And both of them have a tail, so they both knew what... TEEX already had one, but MaCobra...
Iggy tried to be a bully there, and TEEX bullied him back.
Wow, MaCobra just caught up a serious amount of time.
Yeah, he did. Alright, how many bridges for World 8, chat? You know, screw it, I'll say 4, because why not?
That would be fantastic. Ugly start for World 8. I hate seeing this, because it's like... Oh, wow. So that's some pretty important information for TEEX to check that second pipe, because now he knows where he has to go. He knows that he can save his cloud to the very end, and he's got a place for it. He's not going to save any time at this point, because the first pipe takes you nowhere, so they literally have to go past the level.
Does he have 2 clouds? Because he could just double cloud this level.
He could, but I'd probably see what it is and then probably save it for the final screen.
So we still haven't seen Atlantis 5-9 or any other like really ugly levels.
Yeah, MaCobra lost a little bit of time as well because he went back to see if he had a hammer for that first pipe.
Yeah.
Which, if one of the other runners do, which I doubt they will, just because there are pretty clear places to use it. This is a really interesting World 8, the way that's laid out.
That might be a Force Navy because it's locked.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this fort that TEEX is playing has to be played no matter what.
Yeah, there's no way around it.
Yeah, I think there's yeah.
The Navy's locked, and the other path that they would have tried to go is locked, so...
Yeah, so the question is, you've got plenty of opportunities to see if anything breaks here. If it doesn't, which it does, you go back and check.
Locked. I misread the map completely.
Yeah, me too. But he still had to play that first fort to get there.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Johnny was just looking for a hammer there. Getting the bad news.
Alright, so both of them see the lock break in the upper left corner.
Oh, no Man of the People clip. Come on, TEEX.
Now, after this, I would imagine... If you don't see anything break, I would imagine they're both going to go back and check. I mean, you almost have to.
Definitely. Because unless I'm misremembering, we still haven't seen the hand bridge.
Well, there's another fort. TEEX is just gonna play through it, and it's a fast one, so also very valid.
Yes.
Oh, lock did break. Right behind that.
Yep.
So, feasibly, they could play this fort and just loop back up to the left to take him back to the front screen, so...
It'll be interesting
if there's nothing in the way, that is... He'll probably check, yeah. Alright, so there's one
we gotta go to the hand bridge and find the Air Force tile.
Yep, a little surprised he didn't check the pipe in the bottom left, but...
Oh boy.
If this loop, they're gonna have to play a lot. And... Alright, so that other pipe on the hand bridge, I believe, goes to where MaCobra just came out of, I want to say.
It has to, yeah.
Alright, so TEEX is in the driver's seat as long as he can just execute and remember his way back.
Yep. He's just gotta find the home screen and then it's not, obviously not over, but he's definitely, this is his to lose.
Yep, we're looking at like a 27XX at this point.
Roughly, yeah.
I think he has a fire flower. I don't believe he has a hammer suit, though.
I don't think we've seen any hammer suits at all.
No, the anchor's a star.
Oh, he's forgetting his pipes. That's not it.
Whoops. Uh-oh.
That's giving MaCobra time.
Yep.
Okay, there we go.
What's the last? Oh, they got a cloud.
Yep.
Should.
And I think I saw it on Dust side. It was 3-5.
All right,
Yep,
TEEX is like, what, 5 seconds ahead?
Roughly, yeah.
I'm pretty sure if you just go up the, like, don't do that clip, I think it's a little faster if you can just get through this part right away.
Yep.
Yep.
And
So
then
MaCobra is
TEEX waiting to make sure that it was not poison.
Oh, one try clip. Mac and cheese. Very nice.
Alright, it's up to Bowser now.
Oh! Both of them.
Boy.
Wow.
Yep, it's gonna come down to the Bowser pattern.
Yep. TEEX, remember he's got a hitbox. Really good Macker. Really good with the fireball.
Oh, he would have got the impossible pattern.
I think he's got it, yeah. Wow, very close.
So for Bowser, there's a reason why runners like TEEX and myself use Hammer Suit in vanilla runs. Because with fire, there is one pattern in particular you can get with Bowser, where he will jump and shoot a fireball at the exact same time, and it is impossible to dodge, and you'll get hit every time.
Wow. So, I don't have the race room pulled up, but on stream it looks like TEEX is going to beat MaCobra by 5 seconds. 27-26. MaCobra with a 27-31. Johnny's playing a level that none of them played, so...
I think he just didn't have a cloud.
I think he's just taken the hand bridge instead of trying to find the way around, and he's going the wrong way.
Unless I misread what level he was in.
I didn't see where he was going, though. Like, they're both playing levels that none of the other runners played.
Yeah.
I mean, they should know that the hand bridge is the fake tank at this point. Okay, so that was the level.
Johnny just didn't have a cloud for that level.
That was the level at the end. I thought he would have had a cloud too. Yeah, Dust is going the wrong way. He's gonna
be kicking himself when he misreads, or when he finds out.
Yep, he's not realizing that pipe on the right side of the hand bridge you have a way to it, which World 8 is it's really tricky sometimes. I forget my pipes all the time, so
it's very easy to get lost.
It's a lot of levels Dust has to play.
I couldn't tell. Was that Smart Lakitu there?
Yep. I'd say.
Either Dust just figured it out, or he just wants out of there. I think he figured it out. He's gonna be kicking himself when he sees this.
And there it is.
Yep.
So, as I alluded to, Seed 2 is going to be the exact same flags. The maybes are going to continue, and the fort is not going to be visible. So, it's basically hunt the forts, which we don't really do that often. So, get your GGs in chat for Johnny as well, who finishes just over 30 minutes and 5 seconds. Really close race the whole way. Dust just kind of got turned around a little bit in World 8. but he should be coming up on Bowser's Castle here in just a second.
Looking for what flags I need for race number 2 here.
You want me to paste it in the room? I have it.
Yeah, go ahead. I don't have it in front of me.
Kind of excited for this. I'm kind of excited because I have an idea about how I think the best way to do it is, but we don't know. So I'm curious to see what some of the other runners decide to do. I think it's fairly obvious as to what you should do, but I've been wrong many times on strats before, so definitely have to see what they come up with. All right. Wisely checking to see if that mushroom is poison, which
I think everyone did that, so definitely
which
heads
is
up play there.
extremely annoying when that happens and you forget.
There's nothing worse than
It's the hallway vanilla. Looks like it.
Being in the driver's seat, thinking you're in the home stretch, and then.
So that's a vanilla hallway. So if MaCobra would have just taken the hallway, he would have sniped TEEX.
Yeah. So when I was a newish runner, like just still like somewhat learning the game, and I was like just that like sub-hour, I actually got the clip unintentionally in one spot, and then I think the world record holder at the time told me that that clip is slower. There's the tilt on Dust's side.
Alright, so get your GGs in chat for Dustminion, who finishes with a time of 33:12. We're getting the second seed all ready to go here. We'll be back in about 5 minutes or so, maybe less, and we'll get the second one going. Stewie's going to be rolling that one, so mercy to our runners. See everybody in a little bit.
Yep.
Okay, welcome back, everybody, to Seed 2 of this Week 3 Kingslayer Division race between MaCobra and Dustminion versus TEEX and JonnyLink. I'm joined again by Stewie Cartman, who has rolled this second seed, so any and all complaints, and I'm sure there will be, direct them to him.
I'm sure I will hear it.
The second seed is basically almost guaranteed to be longer by nature, just because it's the exact same flag set with all the maybes that we don't know, like hammers breaking locks and fast lakitus and stuff like that. But the forts will appear as stages. So forts will appear as the question mark panel. As far as I'm concerned, I think the strategy is just, persist and, see what you get. But really curious to see what the other runners are gonna come up with, since it's not something that we race very often. It basically turns it into a scavenger hunt. Stu, any thoughts about how you might approach one of these seeds?
It'll be interesting to see how they determine where they check for a fort. Like, especially since there's always gonna be that one world that's a single forter and they won't know where it is at all.
Yep, it definitely helps to have knowledge of the randomizer, because forts do tend to spawn in certain locations. So having knowledge of the randomizer is definitely helpful. Team names that
I'm sure we'll see some game overs. Definitely.
are runners. Dustminion and MaCobra gave them the Artful Spelunkers versus TEEX88 and JonnyLink as the classic trolls.
Very nice.
Interesting names.
I still say the ones that Dust and I got in that one race was... What was it? It was something stupid. I can't remember what it was.
So the thing about this is game overs, you definitely want to get end level cards to build up your lives so you can check levels and take the early death. But with all the maybes that are on, if the fast end level card rolls on, it's really hard to farm lives. And one-ups could be poison. So,
yep.
And when you beat the fort, when it's just a level panel, if you game over, the fort does not stay beaten. The lock remains broken, but the fort will reappear, so you might have to play that again. So that can make some interesting decisions in terms of if you're deciding to, plow through it, or, if you want to take a tactical game over. It just depends. They could also start with 10 lives, so that would be really helpful. And they don't, so
they
that's
do
good
not.
Nice. World 6 start. All right.
JonnyLink being the only one to check a pipe, and for now it looks like it was a good idea, and they're starting with items. And hello, 7-1, and TEEX is going to nope out.
Yeah, honestly, well, there's a hammer in 6. I don't think that's the right bro, though, so... Oh, it is. Never mind. So... items could be vanilla as well. TEEX finding the tank, which is not going to break a lock, but it will give him an item.
I noticed on Johnny's side when he was in the hand, it gave out a lead. Oh, and J damage system on again. Alright.
Well, there's 2 hand stages here, so MaCobra's going to get a couple of leafs here, so... by all appearances, it looks like items are vanilla.
I missed what the army tank gave him.
Oh, I didn't see that either. So it looks like... Alright, so time to find the fort.
Not here.
Yep. Right where TEEX is going, there tends to be a fort a lot, but not this time.
Another... I missed that this was also a hand stage.
Yeah.
So the 6-9, 6-10 fork is not the answer.
Nope.
And hello, Atlantis, and goodbye.
Where is that? Okay, so...
I missed what tile that was.
First game over.
It was the 6-4 tile, so...
Oh, 7-5.
God.
With a horrible enemy set.
What have I done?
Wow. So it's looking like the fort. It could be they could have to play the other fort to build the bridge to play that level up there.
I was just thinking that. So this could be a disaster here.
Oh, MaCobra going into. Oh, first try tail clip. Wow. Saves alive. He doesn't have any either, so that's really good for him.
Oh my, yeah.
These runners are not happy right now. I guarantee it.
Oh god, no. There's no way they are.
The way the world ended up, it routed him back to get that hammer too, so that's really good for him. Wow, still no fort, so it's either the fork at the bottom of the first part or above, or I think where 6-4 usually is.
Well, 6-4 is Atlantis, so
Oh,
it could be the 6-5-6-6 split.
the easy power-up system is on again, so that's helpful. And the fast 10 level cards are fast 10 level cards are not on, so they can farm. All right, so MaCobra's finding the tank. Forced to play through it because he's got 0 lives. He's beaten too many.
Oh, it looks like poison mushrooms are on. So
Yep. So do not speed through the everyman clip at the end, or you will lose your power up, guaranteed.
Oh my gosh, what have I done with this first roll?
Nice clip by Dust. He played through 7-5, so he might be on the right track. I don't remember where that's at. Okay.
You know what?
I think he guessed right.
Well, looking at that Dust map, I think 6-6 is one fort, and then where that bridge is out, that might be the other one.
Yeah, it's getting to the point where both forts are going to be required, and the one is on.
Oh, that's it. There's even
that
wait,
bridge.
no, there has to be two.
Right.
It has to
So this level right here, I think, is where. Yep. Okay, so this is going to. Dust doesn't know that well. Yeah.
And then that one there is going to build the one at the end.
Yeah, hopefully he goes back and
Oh, I can already hear these runners cursing me out.
Yeah. What a world to start with. Like, everybody's just... Okay, so MaCobra's using his hammer. So let's just go over what Stewie has done. So one way it's 7-5 with a plant stage. The other way is Atlantis, and it's required. You have to go there one way or the other.
Yep.
To play the tile that Dust just beat. And he sees that the bridge is made. Okay, so he's putting 2 to do together. Really nice work by Dustminion to just committing to something and going with it. He's in the lead at the moment, so we'll give him the audio. So really, really good job by him. MaCobra and TEEX are starting to figure it out. What a world to start with.
What an ugly world to start. Oh my god.
This is like the worst world you can start with. There's so many branching paths, and like you don't know where anything is. And it turned out that like both forts are required, and the one fort is blocked by either 7-5 or Atlantis. Stewie Cartman, ladies and gentlemen.
The new Sinister Sama.
Yeah, I mean, I was giving you a lot of crap for a while for not living up to the hype, but it's certainly last couple days, or since you've been rolling again, has been pretty bad. So,
indeed,
I'm sure TEEX is appreciating that.
Oh, I already know we're gonna hear it in the interview later.
No.
Oh, I'm gonna hear it.
Alright, so Koopa Kids are not vanilla. That was 4 hits. Is jumping for the wand good? Because he has not got the off-screen. It is. Okay. So they don't need to get the full off-screen to basically get the same amount of time save.
See, Marky, it's always fun to watch when we're not the ones playing.
Yeah.
Oh my! Oh my! This rolled 1.
Yep. So Dust
A
is
lock and a bridge.
Yep. So Dust is choosing to take the path of least resistance, which I think is probably the right play to make. You might as well play what's in front of you first. Play what's in front of you first, and that's quite the bounce he took off the Lack 2. Good job. Is he smart? No. Very wise decision to take the 5 up there. I'd probably take 2, if not 3 of them throughout the seed.
Definitely.
This World 6 just really was not conducive to them farming lives in the beginning. Johnny has not figured out that the fort is in that top space, I don't think. I think he's getting a little
I don't
confused.
think he has either, yeah.
Yeah, he's going right by it.
I think he just figured it out.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, MaCobra slipped off. That might have been... I don't think he meant to do that, but I think he's okay with it, since he had 0 lives. At that point, well... Okay, so Dust showing that path of least resistance is potentially... Actually, I think it is good, because TEEX found 1F, which is not going to help him at all.
Yeah, initially I was surprised he's not going for the item, but then... just based on where that lock is, it might not be the best idea to get that item, so...
Yeah, I mean, if the fort was...
We'll never know what it is.
Yeah, if the fort was elsewhere, he'd be in big trouble.
Yeah.
A couple extra levels. Oh, so it was not the path of least resistance. It was just where Dust just chose a good spot, which there is a fort there often. And Dust found a Kingslayer somewhere. That must have been the...
That must have been the letter item.
Yep. Oh, 1F was on the way. I was not sticking to the game plan of just watching the left then.
I think we both fell off that script. Again.
Yeah. So that's a star from the bro, so I think we can confirm that the vanilla items are on.
I think so.
Which kind of stinks, but, you know, it is what it is. Nobody will at least get an advantage from it.
Right.
Alright, so... Dust about 3 levels ahead of Johnny at the moment, which is basically what Team Left needs at this point, after losing...
So FFX, with the flags that we're using, every tile on the map is gonna appear as a normal, as like a question mark level, and any one of these could be a fort.
Ugh, 7-4, thank goodness the auto-scroller is off.
Oh, yeah, no, this nice hit detection on there.
Yep.
Aren't hitboxes amazing? I mean, they're just a suggestion.
Alright, so TEEX is joining Dust in 7-4. He can get through. Well, he's just gonna game over, never mind. He had 2 stars.
Yeah,
I probably would have chanced it, personally.
Yeah, I don't think I agree with game overing.
Yeah,
I would have just taken the lives. Oh, he's gonna cloud it.
Oh, okay. Alright.
Interesting. Okay.
It is a long level. It's not super difficult with the auto scroller off, but I mean it is long. You're swimming through the entire.
Oh, he's gotta be careful here.
Yep. Oh my gosh.
Gosh.
Oh no. Well.
Yeah. No.
Yikers.
I completely missed what the anchor was if someone used it.
So if vanilla items are on, this should be what, a
it's
music
arena.
pack? Yeah,
This should be a
terrible
cloud.
arena.
Yep.
Yep,
MaCobra, I know
terrible
you
arena.
can't hear us right now, but that arena needs to be banned.
What's really bad about
either that arena needs to be banned, or the regular Hammer Bros need to be banned from that arena.
Yeah, agreed. So the thing about the scavenger hunt type thing is it makes these worlds really challenging because any of those levels on that bottom over there could be the fort that they need.
Yep.
Because Dust checked. Wait, what's he doing? It's open. He doesn't need a fort.
I completely
I see.
too.
I misread it. He came through the tower. So
you know, I think this was a single forter. Now re-looking at the map.
Yeah.
Because there's no locks anywhere.
Yep, it has to be. MaCobra falls victim to that exact arena we talked about.
There we go, much better.
Bro is forced for MaCobra, not for TEEX. Dust is plowing ahead.
On the anchor was a leaf, so I missed that.
Okay.
Alright. Well, and Roy was just a bum, a one-hitter. Alright. So, we're about 14 minutes in. And just keep in mind we were probably through, like, world
5?
5 or 6 last round.
Yeah.
And we're only up to world 4. That's what the fort hunting can do to you. And hello, 610. Smart move on TEEX's side to wait a little bit before going over that plan, because what can happen, and I've noticed it seems to happen as Small Mario more often as Small Mario. When you jump into the ceiling, sometimes you'll get stuck from whatever subpixels you land on, and you'll just fall straight down, and you're dead.
Mm.
Why it happens more often in Small Mario, I don't know, but it is incredibly annoying.
Yeah. It's happened to me several times.
Dust. He's indecisive about using that hammer. Alright, not a bad idea. Oh, he did try it, and they do not break locks. Okay.
Alright. Well, that certainly adds on to the length of this world, too, because they're gonna have to find a fort. Guaranteed.
Man, what have I done to them this round?
Yeah, you're certainly not pulling any punches.
I think I'm in the doghouse after tonight.
Have you left? Since yesterday?
For a few minutes, I got some fresh air. I guarantee that tile that they passed up at the beginning is a fort. Oh my. Very nice fire flower usage there with the boomerang bros in the water.
Nice.
Yep. I knew one of those first two that they passed up had to be one. That's always how it works. There's one tile at the beginning that you think can't possibly be it, and it's it. And I must have blinked and I missed it, because it looks like TEEX found one of the forts. And it looks like he's in the lead now.
I think Dust cleared a lot before. I haven't been watching TEEX's screen, but I think Dust cleared a pretty significant amount of the world, so I think he's still ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, because now Dust has found the end. Okay, well...
he found a different one.
Yep.
So,
oh, wow. Wow. TEEX found the absolute right fort.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I don't know where TEEX found that other fort, and I missed that completely.
Yeah, they, Team Right definitely needed that.
And JonnyLink getting the bad news that hammers are not the most useful here.
Yeah, you can't even break the lock. Or the rock, I mean.
Nope. We still have... what do we have left? We have 3 and 4. Was it 3, 4, and 7?
Sounds right. So they're not going to get a free World 3 this time. Give TEEX the audio since it looks like he's in the lead now.
Oh, so I figured out what TEEX did just from looking at JonnyLink's screen now. So Dust passed up that very first tile at the beginning, where like where the pipe normally is in vanilla.
Mm-hmm.
And TEEX must have played it right away.
Oh man, that spot is a fort a lot. It's MaCobra has played a ton of this world too. Like him, since Johnny went and checked that right away, like him, Dust, and MaCobra are all going to be incredibly close now.
I didn't think TEEX would go for the item, but it would have been interesting to see him go for it.
Johnny, did he cloud?
He did cloud, yeah.
Alright, so we are very close now. TEEX getting Hammer in World 3.
And he just got the bad news, yep.
This looks like a one-forter, I think, unless the lock is on the Prize Island.
Now there is a strategy used by High Flyer 28 where he will go on the boat and just go and explore and see if there's any locks over there. And that actually does give you some good information, so it'd be interesting to see if any other runner does that.
Yeah, the rocks were removed, it looks like, so they will be able to check if they want to.
It's definitely not a bad idea to at least check.
Dust is skipping the item as well.
Oh boy. This could be we're gonna be here a while.
World 8 can tend to be pretty long on this flag set as well.
Yeah. Oh, I think Dust found the fort. Yeah, he did.
Oh wow, nice. I think sub 40 is probably a really good time with these flags.
Yeah. I was really hoping the fort was gonna be like one of those levels like way in the back by where TEEX is, but I don't think it's gonna be.
Yeah, I mean,
unless there's another lock-off screen that we're not seeing.
Yeah,
which is
certainly
very possible.
Alright, so Dust broke the lock. Yep. And it's free, so yeah. Wow, so Dust storms back into the lead. That's what's kind of fun about these flags, is like, I mean, MaCobra and Dust looked like they were running away with it after TEEX lost his cloud, and now they're both in the World 3 airship, and the other two are close to getting there. So TEEX is completely in the wrong direction.
Oh yeah, he's not even close.
Yeah, Johnny found it. J damage is on. Oh, Johnny went for door 3.
Oh, and TEEX is gonna be kicking himself when he sees the door 3 fort. I guarantee he's gonna go for it. Ah, the poison mushrooms. Yep.
I mean, yeah, that's bad if he thinks that that is the fort, which looks like he does, so...
He has to be, yeah. And 1-5 beta on MaCobra side. One of the other really bad beta levels in the game, because there's no power-ups.
Oh, man, nice. I didn't think he'd be able to do that with the changes. He's the first one I've ever seen do that. I've done it before, but he was the first one that I saw do it.
Yep.
You hit that shell and you go so fast that it ricochets back, and you usually take damage unless you slide, and then it will bounce.
Yep.
You have to have pretty good timing, but MaCobra's pretty good at it, as we saw.
TEEX about to get the bad news.
Yep.
Yep. Oh my, oh my.
Can't imagine he's too happy at the moment.
Oh, I already know I'm gonna hear it.
That's like 4 or 5 levels he played that...
He's played every level but that one.
Yep. He's literally played like 5 levels more than Team Left and taken like 3 more deaths than them. And it was here... I think he already checked this. He must be forgetting.
I thought he did too.
Yeah. Is he forgetting the bottom?
So now he has literally played every tile but that one.
Now he has to scroll the screen all the way back. He's forgetting he hasn't checked that bottom one.
Oh my gosh, he's completely lost.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's checking the levels that he literally just checked. He's very confused at the moment, which these are flags that we rarely do. If we do, then we do them for a weekly. That's why I only did 1 seed of it, because it can be, you know, pretty confusing. Now he finds it. Very good.
Oh, he didn't...
MaCobra overtook Dust a little bit.
He's got to feel like he's behind, so there's no way he would go for door 3.
Yeah. I'm pretty much in gamble mode at this point.
He has to be, yeah. There's no way around it.
Team Left both finding the Greenhouse of Doom, aka Disney World, aka best fort in the game, aka worst fort in the game, aka... A lot of opinions about this one.
Yes. In my opinion, it's the hardest level to do. Like in the vanilla run.
Oh, Dust. Dust did not get the pipe to the side of the pipe. He accidentally rubbed on the side, so he's going to have to do 7F2 again. It's going to extend his partner's lead.
Mad Lad, I'm already scared. I already know I'm going to hear it during the interviews. Don't worry, my friend.
That's not the fort either. So,
is it? Wait, is it the triple forter?
It must be. Since Fort Knox was here too, right?
I completely missed that. Yeah.
All right, well, opportunity for Team Right if they want to go exploring. MaCobra finds that beta again with these enemies.
The worst one in the game.
Nope. There he is.
Oh my gosh.
Oof.
That could have easily gone bad. Oh.
Dust made it to the end of 7F2, so good. TEEX Gonna take the game
Yeah,
over.
and it was indeed the triple forter.
Yep. Wow. World 7 is probably the most challenging world to route, especially with this, just because you have to remember a lot. You have to remember where the pipes go and like what levels you played and stuff. It's pretty challenging. It's always nice when you get an easy one.
Which I'm never lucky enough to get.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure it's got to be this bottom, or no, MaCobra found it. 6F3.
It's the one by where 7-2 normally is.
Okay, so Dust is not in
but that one
area.
Was locked, so I think all 3 were required.
Oh, was it?
I think so, yeah.
No.
Yeah, that one was locked.
Dust is not in the vicinity of that fort, so he is giving Team Right some time back. Johnny trying to keep his team in it while TEEX tries to make up some of the time that he lost. But like we saw, I mean, Team Left looked like they were running away with it. Team Right took the lead back in the next world. Team Left took the lead back in the next world. We've literally had a lead change of the teams of the last 3 worlds, so we'll see what happens. It's crazy. I like this, actually. You know, it's
I'm enjoying this.
Yeah, it's kind of counterintuitive because you have to watch, you know, the runners die a lot, but at the same time, it's like, it's nice knowing that literally anybody can win, like, regardless of how good or how fast you are, just because, like, it's all routing.
Krista, I don't know how much of the seed you've seen so far, if you're just tuning in, but we were probably about maybe 20, 21, 22 minutes in, going into World 8 in Seed 1, and we were about 6 or 7 minutes just for the first world this seed.
Yeah,
due to what I rolled them.
TEEX finished the first seed with like a 27-27. Now Dust is doing what I always do. Take the bottom path. Don't even... Might lose like half a second, but it's definitely safer.
Oh, yeah.
I've taken way too much damage on that beta stage to keep going for the top there. Alright, Dust is going to find the fort.
Now, if I saw right on MaCobra's side, there were absolutely no useful hammers this seed. Because he still has 4 in his inventory.
Oh, wow, he found that fort right away, which I imagine they're all probably going to find that pretty quickly.
I would think so.
They could have maybe double hammered 3, but I mean, you're probably not going to do that just to get over to that other side, but...
Yeah, they could have. Well, because, yeah, all the pipes were right there. So maybe it could have worked out.
Yeah, it would have saved like A level, I think.
But yeah, Chris, I just saw it again from TEEX's side there. There were no useful hammers at all this seed. They were 100% useless.
Actually, in World 6, MaCobra used his hammer to skip Atlantis.
Oh, that's right.
Which the alternative was 7-5, so a hammer did skip a decent level, but... Alright, we got a fort right off the bat. MaCobra's at 3 lives, so... I imagine he'll... MaCobra just turned on the afterburners. I mean, him and Dust were dead even, and now he's a world ahead.
Yeah.
And change. Dust and Johnny are incredibly close now.
This would be the ultimate FU seed if this is a 4-bridger.
Yeah.
I really hope this is.
That'd be sick. Oh, nice wall by Johnny.
Alright, 4's dead.
Alright, so MaCobra here, this is very interesting to note that if he takes a game over after this, he's going to have to play that fort again. The lock or bridge will be broken or made. but he will have to go through it again if he game overs. So I think he's pretty much whatever he decides to enter, he's going to be playing from here on out. So he's probably definitely going to, you know, be trying to find the path.
I would be in Weenie Hut Jr. mode at that point.
You'd be in what?
Weenie Hut Jr. mode.
I don't know what that is.
Like
What is that?
Like just playing safe.
Oh, I got you. All right, so the 2 forts in World 4 are literally right here in the beginning, so they're not going to have trouble with the 7th world in the seed.
Oh, come on, Torsil. That was a good joke.
MaCobra digging still. Lots of pipes here in the beginning. All right, so there's a lock. So it's a pretty linear path, which is kind of what you want to see in this flag set if you're playing it, not if you're watching it. There's another lock. So this is going to be forced. 2, 4. We'll check the 2 spots after this. Actually, yeah, 2 spots after this.
Oh, is it a 1 bridge at most, Domino? Because I saw 2 locks. I didn't see a 3rd one.
All right. There's another pipe. This has got to take us to the hand bridge or the end. All right.
And
well,
a 0. Wow.
That's yeah. For all the
and another fort.
All the heck you put them through in the beginning, you gave them a pretty generous World 8 in this flag set. All things considered.
Oh man.
But that World 6 to begin with, that was one for the books. I mean, that was
I know. I'm going to hear about it.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing that could have made that worse if like 6-6 was in it and like 7F2 was required, but it was disgusting.
Yikes. Yeah, that was I'm sorry.
I can't believe TEEX just kept P-Speed there. That's insane.
I can't believe he kept it.
But MaCobra, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, he was in 3rd for a minute. Dust was leading the way pretty well, and then he just blitzed ahead and into 1st place. That's wild. That's what's fun about these flag sets, like I keep saying, is they literally can just, you know, the lead can change on its head at any moment.
Yep.
Someone decides to go left. I mean, it's this. Okay, it's vanilla hallway.
Whoa!
Oh, wow. Almost took damage. What a move! Wow, GG's MaCobra. Man, what a move!
And you know, like I was talking to Pro A about this a few months ago. It's like you don't necessarily have to be the best in terms of like vanilla skill in rando, but one thing that will help more than anything is being the smartest.
Absolutely.
Because it can make a huge difference.
Yep, certainly. So that was desperately needed by Team Left. Just with the standings going forward, JonnyLink and TEEX were in 1st and 2nd. And if Team Left is able to hold on here and take 1st, they're going to really make things close in the league, especially after the other group plays.
Yeah.
All right, so Johnny is going to demonstrate how he took the game over. He's still going to have to play this fort again. It will keep the lock broken, but it does respawn the fort. We had some discussion about that in the Discord before this week's flag sets. So Dust is finding out how linear this World 8 is. This is going to take him to a lock. Yep, he's going to have to go back. Play the only stage in his way, so it's pretty safe to assume that Team Left is going to take this one. It's an extremely linear 8.
Unless I'm misremembering, MaCobra never saw the hand bridge, right?
Nope. No, he didn't. Dust taking the hidden path to the left because he's got a tail. You love to see it.
I'm very anxious for what these runners are gonna let me have for that start to this seed, and then just finding like an absolute baby World 8.
Well, if you're MaCobra, probably nothing. He's probably okay with it. Let me mark him done so we can get in here. All right, Dust finds it. Finds the gatekeeper.
I think he's saving his cloud, like, just in case he dies and doesn't have to play this again, which not a bad idea.
Yep. And we are joined by MaCobra52, who finished the first race in second overall, second team, and first place overall in the second seed so far. And it looks like their team is likely going to take this one as well. GG's, sir.
GG, that was pretty crazy.
I just want to say, I am so sorry for that World 1 in this seed.
I just want to say I'm glad I let Stewie roll the second seed.
Yeah, that Iceland was something else. Pretty much had to dive into every level on the whole map to find the fort there. It's like right smack down in the middle, just about.
Yep.
And in the process, you run into 7-5, you run into Atlantis, you run into what else was there? Was that that was the worst ones with the nippers, nonetheless, in 7-5.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was ugly.
Some of the levels, just had bad enemy sets that some of the others played. Nice mac and cheese for Dust. What the other thing about it was both forts were required, so you had to find the that fort too. You actually saved time over your opponents. You didn't play 7-5 or Atlantis. You used your hammer, which neither of them did. I don't think. I know Dust played through 7-5.
I don't think they did.
Yeah, I think most of them played through 7-5. So that was pretty heads up there, because it wasn't till basically after you did that and the world was figured out that we were like, oh yeah, that's actually a really good hammer use, especially if hammers don't break locks. Which
that was on my mind too, with the hammer usage. But when you got Lance on one side and 7-5 on the other with nippers, it's like, do you really want to deal with that mess?
Yep. Crazy seed to start. It was like, you guys were like in the third world by the time that first world ended.
And also World 7 too. When I played both 7F1 and 7F2, and then I go back and the bridge still not built, I'm like, really? Come on.
That was an ugly World 7.
Fortunately, I found the right island to go to where the last fort was. That didn't turn out too bad after that. But I was like, oh, geez, this happened to be the free fort, of course.
Yeah, so your partner performed really well in the second seed. Had a little trouble in the first seed, but the second seed, he led up until probably the fifth world or so, or maybe the fourth world, and then it was sort of between you two. But it was crazy to watch because Team Left had the lead. It looked like you guys were running away with it, and then Teeks and Johnny, like, you finished the world, you were all in the next world. They had a better, whichever world that was, so they took the lead, and then I think it was World 7, you guys came back and took the lead. It was like complete lead change on both sides for 3 worlds in a row. It was crazy. It's going to be a fun one to watch.
Wow. I was more about Grassland too, because there's that sort of divergence there. One was a fort that built the bridge, and the other would essentially like on a little run there too. So I'm glad I picked the right choice there. So.
Yep, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure all 4 of you routed World 1 in the second seed the same way. You all kind of played the fort of least resistance, or played the path of least resistance, and then turned around and found the fort right away.
Okay.
Yep. We are joined by Dustminion. GG's, Dust.
Hi.
Words for Stewie.
Hi,
Open
Dust.
forum.
Go for it. Let me have it.
For what?
I don't think Dust saw the other side of that first World 6. So the fort that you had to play to build the bridge to get the required fort was Atlantis, and the other side was 7-5, which you played.
Oh god. Yeah, good thing I went the other way.
Yeah. Yeah, crazy seed. I just marked the other ones done. I'll wait a little bit before I recap it again. But what did you think about the find the fort flags?
I was feeling pretty good until Pipeland. I can tell you that.
Yeah. Yeah, I was telling MaCobra that you were doing very well in the second seed. You led early. You found you played through 7-5 right away and found the fort and completed World 6. So you led probably up until World 4, and then it looked like you and MaCobra were going to run away with it. TEEX misrouted World 3. He missed the fort pretty badly. Just kind of TEEX, welcome.
Hey, what's up?
You can go ahead by issuing your complaints to Stewie.
I can't even blame Stewie for that. The fort was just right in front of my face, and I just chose to play just everything else. So.
We were literally commenting on that during while it was going on. He's done everything but that one level he has not checked.
Yeah, the only thing that was in the back of my head is I played that one level on the left, and apparently there was out of 3, I missed one of them. So
yeah. Believe it or not, despite that World 3 routing, so now that basically everybody's here, Johnny is here too. He's muted at the moment. So this is going to be, I think you guys should all watch this one back. It's that World 6 start was crazy because both forts were required, and on either side was Atlantis or 7-5. So Dust came out pretty early with the lead, and then MaCobra sort of caught up. It looked like they were going to run away with it from you guys, and then after the World 3, but you guys came back, and it was like a 3-world lead change. MaCobra and Dust had it. You guys came out of nowhere and took it back in the next world, and then MaCobra and Dust routed World 7 a little differently, so it was really crazy to watch, who had the lead at various points, and it was everybody had the lead at some point. It was just crazy to watch. It's a really fun seed. You guys should definitely check it out.
I am so thankful that by glossing over the cloud that was right there in my inventory didn't bite me.
Yeah, MaCobra was the only one to, he burned his hammer right away in World 6. He saw Atlantis in 7-5, and he was like, I'm skipping both these. But other than that, that was really the only useful hammer, basically, in the entire seed.
Yeah.
I had 5 of them by the end of it.
I had 4 myself, yep.
Yeah, I was looking at your guys' inventories, and there were 4 hammers left in.
I know signs were vanilla again, so I sort of picked up the hammer bro fights with the hammers, so didn't work out this time though.
I was counting on double hammer play in water being good. Turns out it was not.
Did you use
not
it?
Necessarily. If you had double hammered, you would have gone right to that fort and you would have found the exit.
True.
Yeah, I would have saved
the pipe was right there.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah, I think it would have saved 1 level, but it was that pretty fast beta level, or I don't know. Yeah. Hard to remember at this point.
Yeah, I forget what it was, but
yeah, I think at that point, I didn't know if hammers broke locks at that point. There was a lock in front of the pipe.
They don't.
So,
They don't. I tried.
Yeah, they didn't.
They didn't break anything.
So I just was nearby and found the fort that way.
Yeah, I want to say Dust and MaCobra took the lead in World 3 just due to a little better routing, but TEEX and Johnny both found the correct fort in World 2, so they got to skip a fort and 2 other levels that you guys had to play. So that's when they came back and won, and took the lead, and then you guys came back in World 7 and routed that a little better. It's pretty fun to watch.
Yeah, that World 2 was rough. It sounds like we were searching the right side, and they searched the left side and found it faster there. Yeah.
I was gonna search the other side, and then I was I died in a level that I was trying to beat, so I was like, I'll just go back to the beginning, and found it luckily.
Go ahead and carry on, Stu. I'm gonna put the scores in. No, never mind. Marky Mark already did it. So
I was just reading that myself.
Yep. After
Turn.
this week, his math is a little different from mine, but I'll trust his. Right now, we have MaCobra at 76, Teeks at 76, Johnny at 72, and Dust at 55, with the other group still to play. I had MaCobra at 75 and Teeks at 76, but we will, of course, check that again. So it's really, it's going to come down to the wire, I think. That's sort of why I had Marky sort of run different point combinations, so it can be close, but also try to avoid ties. But it's going to be really interesting to see what happens down the stretch.
Yeah, it's crazy. I tied or 1 point off. That's pretty insane. Teeks is a top tier runner, and myself, no introduction, but yeah, it's just super close. It's crazy to see.
That game 1, I have no words for that World 8.
Yep, you were.
I was doing so well until that point.
Yep, you were just slightly behind Johnny, maybe a half level, if not less, when you decided to venture into the hand bridge, and he had already sort of figured it out.
I had completely overlooked that one pipe.
Oh, yep. So, yeah, 6-second difference between me and Teeks in game 1, pretty insane. You think about different factors in the whole race when you get a finish that close, and aside from my 5-free beta deaths, the Bluebirds just didn't know which way they wanted to go, and they caught me off guard. But in World 8, I sort of went back to that lock, and I was thinking I had a hammer at that point, which I didn't. So that was, those pipe transitions probably cost 6 seconds right there. So it's just crazy to think about.
The thing is, I don't know what the Waterland in 3-1 in game 1 was like, but hammering probably was the best option for that world. So I guess we'll never know if it was better in World 8.
So you're gonna say overall, I do kind of enjoy the fort hunt every once in a while. That is a fun one.
Yeah, it's good on occasion. Sort of like a more relaxed, I guess, in a way. I mean,
yeah, it's just you can lose by 5 minutes and it's not your fault.
I guess
Right.
More what's the word?
Less
More
competitive.
more
RNG dependent.
Yeah, RNG. Yeah.
Yeah, not always the greatest thing, but that's why I was only one seed this time.
Yeah, I guess it's just a matter of looking at it like glass half empty or half full. It's like I was surprised when you said it was relaxing. It actually made me more stressed out because like any decision I can make can just cause like a 5-minute time swing. So it's like I always feel like I'm wrong no matter what I do whenever there's a fork in the road.
Yeah, so I just feel like it's less pressure because it's like, oh, well, it's not my fault. I just picked left instead of right. Oh.
Yeah, fair enough.
I think the reason why I did better in game 2 is because I think at this point I'm probably out of the running, so I figure I may as well just play without any stress on my mind and blah blah blah.
Yeah, tonight was just not my night. I was not playing well, but yeah, it was still fun.
Yeah, everybody. I thought everybody played, pretty well for the most part. Like I said, I think the first race, was extremely close between Teeks and MaCobra and Johnny and Dust, right up until the end, and then the last seed. Like I said, every single person was in the lead at some point. With that World 6 and everything, I think it's a really, really fun one to watch. I had a lot of fun commentating it with Stewie.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Appreciate the commentary.
Yeah, likewise.
Absolutely.
Much appreciated for the commentary because nobody else was coming up.
I could never do it.
And I couldn't because I'm in this one.
Yeah. So yeah, anybody have any final thoughts about the 2 seeds?
Oh, and shoutouts to the Lakitu in 5.8. I couldn't tell if he was going to be one of the fast money throwers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I clouded 7-4, died,
too.
and then had to play it anyway.
I had fun with that thing. I knocked it off twice.
Yeah, unfortunately.
JP damage in both seeds too. that was pretty interesting.
At least easy power up system.
Yeah.
In both seeds as well.
True.
Yeah, Teeks got caught that was after using a cloud too, so it was like a double whammy sort of thing, unfortunately.
Yeah. Still had to play 7-4.
Yeah. At least the auto scroller wasn't on.
Did you ever talk about the forts coming back if you game over? I didn't know that.
We did mention that, yeah.
We mentioned it because MaCobra was short on lives, and I said he's probably going to play everything from here on out because that fort will come back. But that World 8, I've only done a couple practice seeds, and mine, like, that was extremely linear. You were basically forced into finding Bowser's Valley the way it was set up. So that was kind of nice after everything that had happened.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like, if you do some pipe hunting, you'll notice, like, if you come out the other side, there's a lock right in front of you, so you pretty much know Bowser's Valley is pretty free.
Yeah, nobody saw the hand bridge in that second seed.
I'm still amazed that was a free Bowser with how bad that seed started.
And I did. I chanced the final hallway in that second seed. Of course, it wasn't vanilla, so I was like, "Oh crap!"
That
and you know, you don't know peaks on your tail or what? You know,
it wasn't vanilla.
Stressful. No, second seed was not. It was.
It was pretty close to it, though. I guess that final fireball, was a little early.
That final one's not normally there.
Yeah. MaCobra had a sick dodge to keep his hammer suit there. I couldn't believe that you didn't take damage. It was pretty incredible.
I would never be able to tell.
Also, I got the slide in the 1.5 beta, that slide strat that I do.
Oh yeah.
You got to pull off in the new 1.5 beta.
Yeah, the first thing was Beatles, so I just did my usual thing.
Yeah, that was really sick too.
I'll have to see what that is.
I guess the swag I did was the 1F clip first try.
Yep.
Oh, I got it first try with the tail. I forgot which game it was though.
Oh yeah, that was I think that was the second seed, 7-1.
Yeah.
MaCobra put a tail on and mac and cheesed it. I called that out too. That was pretty crazy.
I didn't see 7-1 at all, and I'm thankful for that.
I think 7-1 was right in the beginning of World 6, so I think if you took the 6-2 path, he was there.
It's funny I heard 7-1 because MaCobra just like made us look like scrubs with that 7-1 first try with the tail.
And I went for the 6x3 clip as small with the star. You know, I sort of went for it. Didn't get it, so you know, star lasts long enough to where you can get one free shot without taking a hit. It's pretty cool. Of course, you're fast enough.
I'm too scared to try even with the star. I've tried to get over the hump after the second jump and like just completely not gotten it and landed on the spikes, and then it's just a huge waste of time. So I just tend to skip it unless I'm big, usually.
Yep.
Yeah, but fun races, guys. Looking forward to watching it back for sure.
Yeah, I had fun.
Yeah,
I had fun despite everything.
Always fun.
I'm just real salty about game 1. That's all.
Oh, I'm glad I got the live split thing to work. Sorry about that last week, Danny.
Oh, it wasn't for anyone in particular. It was just, I don't know, just eliminate some of the human error if it just is synced up with everybody. So it's not. I wasn't like upset or anything.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, it won't cooperate with me personally.
Yeah, it is what it is. I had problems with it for a long time too, so I get it totally. But let's see. Looking forward in the league, we've got 2 Fireflower matches still to be scheduled. We do have a holiday coming up, and then I believe the other Kingslayer match is sounding like it's probably going to be on Tuesday or Wednesday.
I think it just
So-
depends on when High Flyer gets home.
Yep. So we got at least one match coming up in the next couple of days. Hopefully, we get the other one scheduled before the holiday. And then I believe they are still planning on doing a weekly tonight at 9 p.m., which
Which is happening in 13 minutes.
Yep. Which the first seed has been a little bit cryptic about what the flags are going to be. It sounds like we're going to be seeing something new, so I'm excited to watch that. MaCobra, you going to give anything away, or is it just wait and see sort of thing?
I'm just gonna say, stay tuned. You don't want to miss it.
Oh,
Is it happening on this channel?
That's right.
I
Yep.
see. I'll join it.
All right, then
Oh, man.
we better get out of here then, perhaps.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you don't need any new program to do it. I'm just going to handle things and watch y'all as watch it unfold.
MaCobra,
I
is
reckon.
this going to be available to play after it gets played tonight?
Not quite. I'm still finalizing things, but it's I say it's about 95% ready.
Okay. Because
Okay.
I was thinking about joining tonight, but I think I'm just going to sit back and watch.
I agree.
yeah.
I
I'm.
need to get something to eat, so I won't be joining in either.
Maybe if they need an extra person, but we'll see.
All right. So for the rest of my fellow rando comrades, best of luck to you guys. Looking forward to it.
All right.
Yeah, GG's. Thanks for the races.
See you next week, everyone, and stay tuned for this thing that is about to happen in 12 minutes. So, yeah, that's about it for me. Goodbye.
All
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Have a good night.
Yep. With that, we're going to close out the Week 3 Kingslayer division. Thank you to our runners for putting on a heck of a show, and for SpeedGaming for hosting us, as always. Stay tuned, like we said, for the weekly, and we'll see you next time. Later, everyone.